Are you between the ages of 65 and 75? Take a moment to pause and think, what if these years aren't the final chapter, but rather a surprising new beginning? Do you believe that at this age, you can still embark on a journey of healthy living, full of energy, and even reach the milestone of 100 years old, not just as a dream? If you're interested in tips for living healthily, living long, and being full of energy at this age, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right now so you don't miss our next helpful videos on our channel. Age? It's not a wall blocking your way, but a door opening up to new opportunities for you to enjoy life to the fullest. This article will reveal 9 little secrets, based on scientific discoveries and real-world experiences, showing that you hold the key to extending your beautiful years. These aren't just signs of physical health, but also mental clarity and an optimistic attitude towards life. Join me as we explore these gems, so you can see that at this wonderful age, you are still special and can absolutely enjoy a fulfilling life in the years to come. You know, there's a small test that we often do every day, perhaps many times even. It's the moment you sit down on a comfortable chair to rest, watch a favorite TV show, or read a good book. Then, when you want to get up to do something, maybe to get a warm cup of tea, or simply to stretch your arms and legs. Have you ever noticed how you stand up? Do you simply use the strength of your legs to lift yourself up, effortlessly and confidently? Or do you need to push your hands against the armrests, or even lean forward to gain momentum? Actually, the way you stand up from a chair can reveal a lot about your health. People whose legs are still strong, those who can stand up using only their own strength, are usually those whose calf and thigh muscles are still very good. Imagine it this way, your legs are like the pillars of a house. If the pillars are strong, the house will stand firm against any storm. Healthy legs also help you move easily, maintain better balance, and feel more confident in your daily life. As we pass the age of 65, there's a natural tendency for muscles to gradually weaken. But the interesting thing is that the rate of this weakening completely depends on how we take care of ourselves. People who still maintain physical activity, even just gentle exercises, usually retain good leg strength better, and as a result, they can enjoy life more fully, with less worry about unnecessary falls. I remember a friend named Harold, who is 77 years old now. He's a very active person who enjoys walking and gardening. But one day, he suddenly realized that getting up from his favorite armchair had become more difficult. He started having to use his hands to push himself up, feeling like his legs weren't listening as well as before. He was a bit worried, thinking it was an unavoidable part of aging. But when his doctor explained how important leg strength is for maintaining independence and preventing falls, he was determined to change. He started doing very simple exercises, like standing up and sitting down a few times each day, gradually increasing the number of repetitions. You know, in just a few months, Harold was able to stand up as easily as before, and even felt much stronger and more confident. He told me, "I thought that once you get old, you just have to accept it, but it turns out you can still train your legs to become stronger again." So, if you sometimes find it a bit difficult to stand up from a chair, don't be discouraged. Our bodies are amazing, they can adapt and improve at any age. Try some small exercises. For example, when you're sitting and watching TV, try straightening your legs and lifting them up and down a few times. Or when you're standing, try raising up onto your tiptoes. The most important thing is consistency and doing them regularly each day. You see, a small action like standing up from a chair without using your hands contains such great power. It's not just a sign of healthy legs, but also a symbol of independence, confidence, and an active life. Listen to your body and cherish every small movement, because those are the bricks that build a healthy and happy old age. Do you still remember the feeling when you could stride down the street, your steps steady, feeling the gentle breeze across your face without feeling out of breath or tired? Perhaps those were the mornings you strolled around your quiet neighborhood, admiring the green trees, or the afternoons you took a walk with loved ones in a shady park. Actually, the way you walk, especially your walking speed, is a very important indicator of your cardiovascular health and endurance. Scientists have shown that people who maintain a fast walking speed tend to live longer and are less likely to experience chronic health problems. This isn't just about how far you can walk, but also how quickly you move. Imagine it this way: when you walk briskly, your heart has to work harder to pump blood and deliver oxygen throughout your body, especially to the muscles in your legs. At the same time, your lungs have to function efficiently to ensure smooth gas exchange. If you can walk briskly without feeling short of breath, that's a great sign that the engine inside you is still working very well. The ability to walk quickly also shows that your legs are still very strong and flexible. A steady and confident gait is proof that your muscles are strong enough to sustain activity for an extended period. This not only helps you perform daily tasks more easily, such as shopping or gardening, but also gives you a boost of energy and a refreshing spirit. I have a friend named William, who is 74 years old. He has always been a very active person who enjoys outdoor activities. But recently, he started noticing that his daily walks had become slower, and he also felt a bit more breathless when climbing the stairs at home. He suddenly thought, maybe I'm really getting old. But instead of accepting it, William decided to pay more attention to his walking speed. He started timing himself during his walks, trying to maintain a steady and slightly faster pace each day. In just a short time, William felt his endurance improve significantly. He felt younger and much more confident. He even joked with me, "Now I can walk as fast as when I was young." So, to maintain or even improve your walking speed, try to walk regularly, and remember to pay attention to your posture. You can try a small test. Walk quickly for about 10 steps, as if you're trying to catch a bus. If you can do this comfortably without feeling short of breath, that's a very good sign. And don't forget to gradually increase your walking speed over time. You see, the ability to walk at a brisk pace without feeling tired is not only a sign of excellent cardiovascular health, but also an indication of a flexible and energetic body. If you still maintain this golden ability, you are on the right track to enjoy a long and healthy life, with steady and confident steps. Have you ever thought that just standing on one leg for a few seconds could say so much about your health? Usually, we only pay attention to our balance when we start to find it difficult. For example, when you're standing alone to put on your pants in the morning, or when you're trying to reach something up high. Actually, the ability to balance, even for just about 10 seconds, is an important key to assessing your body's aging process. Scientists have proven that people who can maintain this ability into old age tend to live longer and healthier lives. Balance not only helps you avoid dangerous falls, but is also a sign that your nervous system, muscles, and reflexes are still working together harmoniously. Imagine it this way: when you stand on one leg, your body is activating many parts at the same time. Your eyes look to orient, the vestibular system in your inner ear helps you sense changes in position, and your muscles have to constantly adjust to keep you from swaying. If one of these parts malfunctions, you will easily lose your balance. I have a friend named Frank, who is 76 years old this year. He used to be a very active person who enjoyed playing golf and hiking. But one day, while getting ready to play golf, he noticed that standing firmly on one leg to put on his shoes had become much more difficult. He consciously tried to stand on one leg, and he could barely balance for a few short seconds. It was like a wake-up call, making him realize he needed to pay more attention to his balance. So, he started doing very simple balance exercises every day, like standing on one leg and holding for a few seconds, then switching legs. After just a few weeks, Frank felt a noticeable difference. He said, "I didn't expect such a small thing to be so important. Now I feel much more confident when I move." So, to test your balance, try standing near a wall or a chair so you can hold on if needed. Then, slowly lift one leg off the ground and see how long you can balance. The goal is to try to achieve at least 10 seconds for each leg. If you find it difficult, don't be discouraged. You can start by standing and raising your heels up and down, or gently lifting one leg to the side and then lowering it. Gradually, your balance will improve. You see, maintaining good balance not only helps you stand firmly on your own 2 feet, but also helps you maintain independence and confidence in your daily life. Strong balance is like a reliable companion, helping you feel more secure as you walk the path ahead. Do you still remember the days of your childhood when sitting flat on the floor to play was completely natural? Or perhaps just recently, you were still comfortably sitting on the floor to tend your small garden, or simply playing with your mischievous grandchildren. But more importantly, when you sit down like that, can you get up on your own without having to lean on anything or needing anyone's help? It may sound simple, but it's actually a great measure of your flexibility, muscle strength, coordination, and overall mobility. As we enter this age range, maintaining mobility becomes extremely important. It not only helps us perform daily tasks easily but also brings confidence and independence in life. People who can easily perform movements like sitting down and standing up tend to be more active and less likely to experience health problems related to inactivity. The ability to sit down on the floor and stand up without using your hands or holding onto objects shows that your legs, abdominal muscles, and upper body are still working well together and are strong enough. This is an ability that becomes increasingly rare for people over 65. I have a friend named Joseph, who is 78 years old. He had never thought much about sitting on the floor until his grandson wanted to play a board game. He hesitated because he wasn't sure if he could stand up comfortably. That's when Joseph realized he needed to improve his mobility. So, he started practicing slow and controlled movements like squats, kneeling, and pushing himself up with his legs. Gradually, he regained this ability and felt much more confident in his movements. He even told me, "I used to think that old age meant being stiff, but it turns out I can still become flexible again." So, if you want to test your ability, stand near a chair for safety. Slowly lower yourself to the floor. You can start by supporting yourself with your hands if needed. Then, try to see if you can stand up without holding onto anything. If you find it difficult, don't be discouraged. Flexibility and strength can definitely be improved through gentle stretching exercises, daily strength training, and practicing controlled movements. You see, the ability to sit down on the floor and stand up on your own is not just a convenient action but also a powerful statement about your health and independence. It shows that you are still maintaining a healthy, flexible, and energetic body, ready to enjoy every moment of life. Do you still remember the times when you went to the market or supermarket to shop for your family? When you came back, you probably had heavy bags filled with fresh vegetables and necessary household items. Could you carry them comfortably, walking lightly without feeling heavy or struggling? Actually, the way you can lift and carry those bags easily is a mirror reflecting your muscle strength, endurance, and physical fitness. It's not just the strength of your arms, but also includes the strength of your shoulders, back, and even your abdominal muscles. All these muscle groups work together to help you perform this seemingly simple task. Especially, there's a very interesting thing that scientists have discovered: the strength of your grip is closely related to longevity. People with a strong grip tend to live longer and healthier lives. Conversely, people who have difficulty with even simple tasks like lifting a light object may have a higher risk of facing mobility problems and overall health issues. I have a friend named Richard, who is 75 years old. He has always been proud of his independence, driving himself to shop and carrying the groceries home himself. But one day, after going to the supermarket, he suddenly realized he was finding it harder to carry the bags up the few steps to his front door. The bags weren't any heavier than usual, but he felt like his body had lost some of the strength he used to have. Richard decided not to give up. He started doing very simple strength exercises at home, focusing on strengthening his arms, shoulders, and especially his grip. You know, in just a few months, he could not only carry things as easily as before but also felt more energetic, and his daily tasks became much lighter. So, to maintain your strength, you don't need to go to the gym and lift heavy weights. Small things like squeezing a rubber ball a few times each day to improve your grip, or simply holding a few small water bottles and lifting them up and down while watching TV are also very effective. The most important thing is that you do these exercises consistently and regularly. You see, the ability to carry a full bag without difficulty is not only a sign that your body is still healthy, but also an expression of your self-reliance and independence in life. Muscle strength helps you confidently perform daily tasks and enjoy life to the fullest. Have you ever noticed how you walk upstairs? Perhaps you still step up each stair rhythmically without feeling any difficulty or having to stop to catch your breath. Or maybe you've started to prefer using the elevator or escalator whenever possible. Actually, climbing stairs, even just one flight, is a very reliable test of your physical endurance, cardiovascular health, and the strength of your lower body. If you can still climb a flight of stairs without having to stop to catch your breath, it shows that you are in much better health than many people your age. Imagine it this way: when you climb stairs, your legs have to work very hard to push your body upward. At the same time, your heart and lungs also have to function efficiently to provide enough oxygen to the working muscles. The harmonious coordination between balance, muscle strength, and cardiovascular endurance is very important for you to be able to perform this movement easily. Perhaps you have felt a bit difficult climbing stairs and started to tend to avoid them by using the elevator or escalator. However, this can inadvertently make the problem worse over time, leading to muscle loss and decreased endurance. I have a friend named George, who is 73 years old this year. He used to climb the stairs at home very easily, without any problems. But gradually, he started to get into the habit of choosing the elevator whenever he had the chance. One day, when visiting a friend in a building without an elevator, George had to climb a short flight of stairs. He was completely out of breath when he reached the top, having to stop for a long time to breathe. That moment made him realize he needed to change. George started trying to take the stairs whenever possible, initially walking slowly and resting if needed, then gradually increasing the intensity. In just a few weeks, he felt a noticeable difference. He no longer felt difficulty climbing stairs and felt much healthier. So, if you want to check your health, try to find a staircase with at least 10 steps, go up at a steady pace, and see how you feel when you reach the top. If you find it a bit difficult, don't worry. Climbing stairs regularly, brisk walking, and doing leg-strengthening exercises can help you rebuild the necessary endurance. You see, the ability to climb a flight of stairs without stopping is a direct sign that your cardiovascular health and endurance are still in good condition. Keep up this habit, and you will feel your body always full of energy and ready for all activities in life. Do you ever sit and chat with friends or family and easily remember the stories you've told, the important details in the conversation? Or when you read a book or watch a movie, can you still clearly remember the plot and the main characters afterward? Actually, the ability to clearly remember recent conversations, remember the names of new friends, and still maintain mental clarity in daily life is a very important sign that your brain is still working very well. Intellectual health not only helps you enjoy life to the fullest, but also plays a key role in extending your lifespan and ensuring the quality of your life. Imagine it this way: memory and brain function are not just about the ability to remember information, but they also reflect the overall health of your brain, circulatory system, and nervous system. A healthy brain will help you think quickly, solve problems effectively, and maintain connection with the world around you. As we get older, sometimes forgetting a few small details is completely normal. But there's a big difference between those fleeting moments of forgetfulness and having difficulty remembering recent events or keeping up with simple conversations. I have a friend named Paul, who is 79 years old. While many of his peers are starting to experience memory problems, Paul still feels his mind is very sharp. He can vividly recall details from conversations from weeks ago and is even very quick with new technologies. Interestingly, Paul doesn't specifically train his memory. His secret lies in his daily habits, such as reading newspapers, maintaining positive social relationships, engaging in intellectual activities, and always being curious to learn new things. Those things have helped him keep his mind strong and flexible. So, to maintain the sharpness of your mind, you can try very simple exercises. For example, try to remember what you had for dinner 2 nights ago, or try to memorize a short grocery list. Reading books, learning a new skill, participating in clubs or social activities, and even walking regularly are also great ways to improve brain function and slow down the process of cognitive decline. You see, the ability to clearly remember recent conversations and events is not only a sign that your intellectual health is still very good, but also a ticket for you to continue enjoying life to the fullest, with beautiful memories and meaningful experiences. Do you still remember the wonderful feeling when you wake up in the morning, feeling completely rested, full of energy, and ready for a new day? Perhaps you wake up naturally, feeling refreshed and wanting to stretch and welcome the new day. Or maybe you lie in your comfortable bed for a little longer, enjoying the peace before starting your daily activities. Actually, if you are between the ages of 65 and 75 and still regularly wake up feeling like that, you have a very big advantage. A good and deep sleep affects almost every aspect of your health, from a healthy cardiovascular system and a clear mind to a strong immune system and an abundant source of energy for you to enjoy life. As we get older, our sleep habits often undergo certain changes. Many people may have difficulty getting enough sleep, or easily wake up at night and find it hard to fall back asleep. Regularly waking up feeling tired and sluggish can be a sign that your body is experiencing some underlying health issues. I have a friend named Roger, who was 74 years old. He used to always sleep very soundly without any problems. But as he got older, he started waking up many times during the night and felt very tired during the day, even though he had slept enough hours. He tried making a few small changes to his sleep habits, such as trying to go to bed and wake up at the same time each day, creating a quiet and dark bedroom space, and avoiding using electronic devices before bed. You know, after just a short time, Roger noticed a significant improvement in his sleep quality. He slept better, woke up with more energy, and felt much clearer-headed. So, to improve your sleep quality, try to create a regular sleep schedule, trying to go to bed and wake up at the same time each day, even on weekends. Make sure your bedroom is quiet, dark, and has a comfortable temperature. Avoid using phones, tablets, or watching TV before bed, and limit drinking caffeinated beverages in the afternoon and evening. You see, waking up with a feeling of being fully rested is a very strong sign that your body is functioning well and has the ability to recover effectively at night. A good night's sleep is the solid foundation for a long, healthy, and energetic life for you to enjoy every beautiful moment. My dear friend, we have together gone through the signs of physical and intellectual health. But you know, besides a healthy body and a clear mind, an optimistic spirit and a positive attitude are like a warm fire, warming and illuminating the later years of our lives. People with a positive attitude tend to love and take better care of themselves. They choose healthy foods, maintain regular exercise habits, and build good social relationships. More importantly, they have the ability to face the stresses and difficulties in life more resiliently, thereby minimizing the risk of stress-related illnesses. Scientists have proven that people with an optimistic outlook on life often have healthier immune systems, are less likely to develop cardiovascular diseases, and have a faster recovery rate after illnesses. An optimistic spirit is like a natural medicine, helping your body always be in the best condition. So, how can we maintain a positive and optimistic attitude in life? Try these things. Practice gratitude. Spend some time each day thinking about the good things you have in your life, even the smallest ones. Maintain social connections. Spend time with family, friends, and participate in community activities that you enjoy. Connecting with those around you will bring you joy and great emotional support. Find joy in life. Pursue hobbies, passions, and activities that bring you joy and relaxation. It could be reading books, listening to music, gardening, or anything that makes you feel happy. Focus on what you can control. Instead of worrying about things beyond your control, focus on the actions you can take to improve your situation. Seek help when needed. Don't hesitate to seek support from family, friends, or mental health professionals if you are experiencing emotional difficulties. You see, maintaining a positive and optimistic attitude not only helps you feel happier each day but also has profound effects on your physical health and longevity. Nurture the flame of optimism in your heart so that you can fully enjoy your later years in peace and happiness. My dear friend, if you are between the ages of 65 and 75 and still feel you can do the things we have just shared, then congratulations. You are holding precious secrets that show you are on the right path to a long and healthy life, even reaching the milestone of 100 years old. But you know, the most important thing I want you to remember is that it's never too late for us to become better. Even if you find that you need to try harder in some aspects, don't be discouraged. The small efforts you make each day, consistently and regularly, will create significant changes over time. So, keep maintaining an active lifestyle, keep your mind sharp, and cultivate a positive and optimistic attitude. The opportunity for you to live to 100 years old is entirely within your reach. Enjoy every beautiful moment of life, and always look forward to a future full of health and happiness, my friend.